What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and we got him. We got him. The Studio Series. No. Buzzworthy Bumblebee. Studio Series. Rise of the Beast. 102. BB. Optimus Prime. This thing is like crazy hard to find. So how did I get mine? I pre-ordered back in May and waited some more. And then finally he came, but I couldn't do it a video because I didn't have a graphics card. Now I have one, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So before we continue, because I always like to get through the box has the inner, and we'll show that when we get there. And these are the instructions here. If you can see here, orange. There was nothing else in the box. It's just paper, like it usually is now. On the back, you got 34 steps to transform. It is a little intricate, I say that, but not as intricate. But it's intricate. It comes with the little cannon piece and the melee sword. I call it. I call it that. So we're gonna go over the vehicle first, and we're gonna do a comparison with none other than Studio Series 38, Optimus Prime, from the Bumblebee movie. And so the first thing that you'll notice is it's got a lot of stuff. It's, it's got a lot of stuff. And I know a lot of people don't like that. But at first, I hated this truck mode. And to be honest with you, I don't hate it. Because most rigs, if y'all ever really known, rigs don't have a lot of stuff underneath. They're literally just kind of like this, sort of. They don't. See, we've been bamboozled by Optimus Prime G1. When it comes to this is the truth. But it looks like more like a racing truck, and that's what they were. It looks like that's what they're going for. Like this is how like more of a racing rig would look. But those really tall, it's just got that look, and it's very similar to how Scourge is like that type of truck. It's like a chop and screw truck or something. So you store the sword in between the legs. I'm gonna say the materials on this feel pretty damn nice. I hate the gray, but again, the materials on this figure are pretty dang going nice. Painted rims, nice vibrant red and blue. And when I say vibrant, it's vibrant. And when we compare this against Studio Series 38, you'll know why. It looks like a Hot Wheel, and I like it. And I really like it. I thought I wouldn't like it. I was hating on it. Now that I have it in my hand, I like it. And this thing is dope, man. See, you got the weapon storage here as well for the little cannon thing. I mean, I wanted to paint him, but it's like, if I mess up, I can't just run out and buy another one. This is, less. I have a friend that works at Target. Hopefully, if they get something in the store, maybe I can run in and get one. But I mean, as for now, I'm leaving it as is. It's just I'm not going to mess with it, but I like it. I mean, I have really been impressed with this. I mean, so here is Studio Series 38. I know he doesn't have the gun. I got to go back and look for the box later on. Let me zoom out real quick. Scroll down. Oh, Lord, this thing is loose today. I don't know why it's doing that, but let me turn down my, my thing, man. It's way too bright. Ooh, way too bright. There we go. All right. I just wanted to pause because from here, I'm leaving it at 4.5. So as you can see here, when you compare him to the SS-38, he almost makes him look washed out. But you would say that his colors, even the gray here, is one thing I did like about him. Now I know people are like, you did that chrome. But he has gray, and that gray looks gunmetal, which actually makes this truck mode always, look good. And I always like the way the truck mode looks. But compared to the two, as you can see here, SS-38 is on the right. Studio Series 102 is on the left. He's a little wider and a little taller in the cab mode. Let's get a close up of the grills here. Man, dang, man, my lighting is just... I need a new light box, y'all. I think I'm just gonna buy a cube. I'm gonna start looking at that, where it's that nice soft lighting. I don't have to worry about these weird adjustments. Look more professional in my opinion. But as you can see here, they both have front windows that are clear plastic, except he has more like a visor at the top, where you can say it's a visor, but it's just painted. It's just red plastic. It's not even painted. It's just red plastic. Where on this one, he has like a cage and, you know, he's got the stripe, you know, that goes through the more. It's more Optimus Prime stripe in a sense. This stripe to me is too thick, you know, but I do like the way he looks, and he does remind me of G1 Optimus. But I like this one too. Just looks fun. This actually is fun. I don't hate the kibble. It kind of adds to it, but of course we know when DNA does theirs, it's going to be fixed, and like rightfully so, and we'll get a new canon. That's about what we'll be getting. Let me zoom out real quick. Zoomed in. All right. But as you can see here, from the top, they both have a gap. Now the gun for him would fit in here, and then you would turn these around, but I never can get this to work right, so it's staying like that until I transform to robot mode. And so, yeah, they still have the gap, but he would have the gun to go here. I don't know where the gun is. I gotta go look for it. But then that kind of fills it in. But other than that, you know, it is what it is. But he has a little extra oomph on the back, but even in the middle, he's like that. Let's see. And from the sides, like I said before, this is, you know, it's just a painted black. This is just painted blue. All right. And then from the back, now the back of the vehicles, both here, as you can see, I'll zoom in a little bit. You know, I always did like the back on him, and you kind of gotta, you know, it had that panel on the back here versus this. Now this is where it gets kind of weird, because I know that the other one, the one that's the oh Lord, what's that thing? What's that one? The one that's like not the mainline version looks like a toy, like a toy. It doesn't even look real, but I get that when I look at this, I get that flair from the movie, especially from the back for the 102. As far as the 38, don't really know, because he actually, when I think he had a trailer in the movie, so that's about it. But yeah, that's how they look from the back. Next, we're going to do the top from this angle, and as you can see here, top, we have where this is gray, and it's these two gray pieces fold in, and this is here on the top, while here we just have this nice smooth block. And even though all these parts mold in, fold in, we get that, you know, actual, you can see the difference. You can see this was going for realism. This too, but it's not, I don't know what you call, I mean, I guess it's the name for this vehicle, and maybe I don't know. And if I don't know, please leave it in the chat, you know, because I know y'all are very, very, very astute about your figures. But other than that, yeah, man, I dig him. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's hard to find, but I really dig him. No transformations on the screen because this thing is a pain in the ass. So it's this one. And I got to go look for the gun anyway. So I have to stop the video, pause, get it all together, and then we'll talk about robot mode, articulation, and things of that nature. We're going to do that in 2 and 2. But let's just get another wide angle shot of the two vehicles here, the two primes. And yeah, they look, boy, they do look good, man. They do look good, man. I'm sorry, man. They doing it for me. They doing it for me. All right, we'll be back in 2 and 2. All right, we're back by YouTube Magic, and we have now BB-102 Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And we're going to go over articulation. There's going to be some things I don't like. We're going to talk about it. And unfortunately, this light box ain't shit. But he is 6.5. He is 7 inches. But he's taller than the, like that mainline version. I'm still going to try to find it, but I don't know. We'll see. So let's look at the figure overall. He's a nice, vibrant red. Again, we see all this, but now that we see him in robot mode, you can see those, like, I guess, would be lights? I don't know what they are. I do like how he's standing out, like caution or something. I do like him. I like him because he's not as fiddly as Studio Series 38. That's the first thing. The leg articulation is on point. This part is gunmetal gray, and this is more that light, you know, toy. I call it toy gray. Like I said, if you are going to paint, I would paint this just like a gunmetal gray, or maybe silver, like they did. I think one of the like figures, like Yellow Park or something, is silver. He does have waist articulation, as he should. Leg goes out to here, all the way up to there. Knee bend. That's about as far as you can go. Makes you think of a Gundam right there. Then from the back, he does that. Leg stops right there. right there because of that bump right there. It probably could go a little further. That bump wasn't there, but you know, unless you want to shave it down, that's about as all that you're going to get. You can tell this is painted red, and then underneath is blue. Like with mine, you can see where the blue is, and I don't like that too much. But you know, we'll talk at the end what I think this figure is going to do. And yeah, the head. That's the head. Let's get a good look at it. All right, it's narrow, but it fits the body. The body is slender compared to Studio Series 38. The arms, they rotate 360 degrees that way. They go up, but what do they suffer from? Hot rod syndrome. No ball joints. This figure would have been perfect if these were ball joints. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. I like Hot Rod. Hot Rod's the same way. I'm one of those. Studio Series 86 Hot Rod I like, but why y'all do that? Why? Like, and you could move this, right? But it's so hard to do. And during transformation, you can move it and you can do it, but it's hard. I don't want to. It's hurt my thumbs to move this part so I can make his arms look like they're moving back. You know, like behind him. And that's the problem that I have. That's my real gripe. I don't even care about the smokestacks. I think it accentuates the look. It's just this part right here where this should have been a ball joint. That's really the crux of it. You know what I mean? But other than that, I do like how he turned out. I thought I wouldn't, but I did. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad. This my Studio Series figures from the movie always go back in the box. I really don't leave them out because I'm a G1 collector, but I always collect certain characters from these movies. And that's a gimme. I don't know where these little nets came from. They're on my hand. I had this thing sitting outside as I was doing a product showcase. But even the embossed Autobot symbol, embossed, not a stick. It's not like the silver sticker. It's red. It's because it's embossed, and I like that. And the head, let's do a 360, has up and down range on the ball joint. Now to the sword, you fit the sword on the side here, and you see the little hole right there, and you plug it that way, or you can do this. Let's see if I do this right, where you can lift this down, and this opens up here, and then you can take this fist and do like that. And then there's supposed to be like attachments that you can add to this, and you can put the sword in like that if you want, and make like a stabby. You know what I'm saying? Like, stabby. Okay. And on the other side, it's the same thing. When you put the hand in, you put the little baby cannon in, and you know, the DNA kit's going to be a much better fit. I mean, look, more or less, not fit. But other than that, if you are fortunate enough to get this figure, you will be pleased. And we're just going to compare him to Studio Series 38. Because like I say, it's Friday night, and I am heading out. So I ain't going to be sitting here doing reviews all day. And I got one more to do, and that's Brawn. And then we're going to wrap it up, and I'll get them edited and have them out probably tomorrow. All right, and we have Studio Series 38 Optimus Prime. Now, I did add Autobot symbols to him. This is not the premium version. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This has been a very tough decision because I came in not wanting to like him, but I like him. Hasbro, leave this video alone because I like this. I like the figure, despite the fact he doesn't have a ball joint. I still like him. Now, do I think he's better than Studio Series 38? Well, let me explain Studio Series 38. I always had a weird feeling about this figure. Like, the direction they were going with this figure is still kind of unknown to me because that Studio Series 38, that's an intricate. This one is not as intricate as Studio Series 38, man. I'm sorry. Studio Series 38 has really. You doing some finagling to get this thing to work. And the inner thighs, what I hate, is we look at the legs. Okay, let's look at the legs. So the legs here, I like the legs on here than I ever did on this one, because you know that inner thigh thing that they got going on that always seems to, on mine, it wants to come loose. And no matter how much I fit this back into place, it still wants to come loose. So it's kind of like, nah, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But he is fiddly because of the leg. I hate the legs on this figure. I like the figure. I hate the legs. But he does have, he didn't really have much unless you kind of get to the back kibble. He does have better range because he has a ball joint. And that ball joint makes a difference. And also, I really did dig his gun. He's got that very, you know, I want to say 38 mimics G1 Prime to the utmost, in a sense. It's a very good take on Prime compared to the previous movies, except I will still say Revenge of the Fallen is one of my favorite, all-time favorites, but I have love for this figure. But I have love for both of these because of the fact that I've seen Rise of the Beast and I like Rise of the Beast. So, and I like Bumblebee movies. So having both, it's perfect. You can't go wrong with either. Yes, this one has the weird hot rod arms and this one has the weird kibble here and stuff, but they look good, man. They really look good. We're done comparing. I mean, if you want to see, you know, so here you go. Here's some more from the back. And yeah, you know, their backs are almost similar. I know I got him mistransformed. I can't get him. For some reason, I am having issues with transforming him again. And I'm not going to spend time on this figure because I got to go, y'all. But yeah, I like both of them. I think they have their flaws. They have the good points. They have the bad points. But the designs are so striking that both of them have really caught my eye. And I'm glad that I've got them. So we can go ahead and do the final verdict. I don't do numbers because it doesn't make sense to do numbers. But this is a fantastic Prime. I'm willing to forego the arm, the shoulders. I like him. Okay, I do. The posability is other than the arms, the posability is fine with me. You know, I think the plastic quality on this one is good. It reminds me a little bit of the trilogy. What else? Oh, I just can't think of so many things, but I like it. I really do. It's just, I like it. That's it. I like it. And when I say I like it, this figure, it's like, yeah, I really do. I want to do one more thing before we leave. And I'm going to see if this will fit in his hand. And we will wrap this review and it will be done. I want to see this one thing. And I'm not going to do too much editing. It's going to be a long ass video. So be it. Oh, shucky ducky. Prime with the shotgun and the blade. I'm gonna rip your face off. Shouts out to Peter Cullen. Give me your face. Oh, he closes this back up, man. I'm gonna rip that face off. You think I'm playing? Shot like a little bayonet or something on the end. Yeah, he's cool, man. I'm telling you, that red, vibrant. I'm just. That's it. The video is over. If you can find this figure for the price, get him. I know a lot of people were trying to get him and didn't want to go with Target and all that stuff. Look, bruh, I glad I stayed the course because this figure is just worth it. The paint details, I mean, yes, I can see where they painted red on the back, but other than that, yeah, this is if you like the movie, this is a must-have. Recommend all day until they come out with the premium version, which they will, and the masterpiece. We're done with the review. It's a great figure. I like it. This is Super Robot Ed, bringing you more news and reviews. Until then, we see you soon. Bye-bye. And I just need to film this last part, and it's going to be just the backdrop with Optimus Prime in the battle when he goes up against a Scourge. I just forgot to do this last night when I left. That's why I took the video and put it on private and reshot it. This last part. All right. So this is Super Robot Ed, bringing you more news and reviews. Until then, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.